Hello, Darren the Magic Ghostbuster here, and in this video we are unboxing and taking a look at the new Mondo, Egon, Spengler and Boogieman. Yeah, really happy to have got this. Much less delays than there was. A little bit of a delay. I can't remember when this was originally due out, but it was delayed to November, and yeah, it's a much smoother shipping process than the Venkman. I had a lot of issues with the Venkman where we got like tracking info and then it didn't update for, how long was it, a month, and then they gave us new tracking info, and yeah, it was a bit of drama, but never mind. But yeah, so let's have a quick look at this. So comes in the brown shipping box, and as before they put these plastic corner protectors on, which is always good. Protect the corners of the box, because you know, for people that want to keep the boxes, you do want to keep that stuff looking nice. Now the box is pretty much the same box as we had with Venkman. The only real difference is it says Egon on the side. Other than that, it is identical. It's the firehouse doors. I feel like I love the box. I think, you know, they've done a brilliant job with the box. I do feel like slight missed opportunity to have maybe gave us a firehouse. Imagine if these boxes stacked on top of each other. Something like that could have been really cool, but never mind. And I would assume that the next two will come in boxes as well, like the same box. So here we are. That's how it looks. So what we'll do is I'm going to bring in the camera closer and open this up properly. So yeah, we'll just have one quick look at the box if you didn't see the previous video, but obviously lovely image of the firehouse doors, and then we've got this imagery on the back. So like I said, it is a lovely box. I just think it's a shame they didn't take the opportunity just to make something slightly different, but you know, that is a very minor nitpick, certainly. So that is how it looks in the window. Can't really get a good look at it through the window because obviously you've got all that sort of packaging stuff on the. Does that not want to come out? Yeah, really stiff that was, yes. Yeah, you've got all like the packaging tissue and stuff, so doesn't help look at it. But let's. Sound is always horrible on a camera. And so you do have, let me just take this out. You have the back inner thing again. And what actually, one thing I've like that they've done, because in the previous one, and I've just noticed, so you've got these cardboard ghosts, they're actually taped to the side here. And on the Venkman, these were taped to the back of this card. And it's a lovely image to display your figures in front of. But the tape they used was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, so glad to see they've stuck them to that. Let's have a quick look at that. There seems to be less of these this time, but yeah, I love the addition of these, you know, just to bulk up your display. And I'd almost like to see like a pack of them, almost, like, obviously not too expensive. You know, the thing with those is the collector in me is like, do you push them off the card or leave them as they are? This. Now recently we had the Sam Hain Halloween edition go up for sale, and I have ordered it, and I'm curious on people's opinions on that, because obviously these were sold as timed exclusives. You know, it was the only way you were supposed to be able to get Sam Hain, and then they've done a colour variant. Now it doesn't bother me, like, for me, like, the exclusivity of stuff has never really bothered me. I've never been one to be like, oh, I've got this and you haven't, you know. It's like, I would love them to make as many as, you know, possible for the amount of people that want them, you know. But at the same time, I get why people get annoyed by it, because, you know, it was supposed to be your only chance to get Sam Hain, and I feel like it does sort of ruin the credibility of that exclusivity to a point. You know, are we going to get now a Boogieman colour variant down the line, you know, and then a Sandman and so on. But oh well. Right, anyway, so this bit's open, so let's start Boogieman. And oh, they've packaged him really well to protect him. All this around him, and that's the alternate head. So he's so good, so good. That they have done a brilliant job with that. Right, so let's. This is obviously the actual figure. Yeah, packaged really nicely. Yeah. Oh man, look at that. That is such a good figure. Just all the details on the. Let's take a look at the joints. Joints seem good. Now my only fault, obviously, out testing this, because is how well is this going to stand up? Because he does seem quite top heavy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try him on a hard surface, and then I'm just going to put a picture of that over the top of this as I'm talking, so to see how well he stands. So if the picture is of him standing up, you know he stands well. If the picture of him laying down, he doesn't stand at all. I don't know if there is actually stand. In fact, I think I can see a stand at the back actually, so that might actually be the answer to that. So we've got this ghost. This is now I believe this ghost you do get in the, if you buy the standard edition, which is the little blue ghost from the intro, and again really nice. His arms seem a little bit stiffer than the others, but I mean, I don't think it's much of an issue. Not a lot you can do pose wise. Now let's take a look at Egon. Again, a great figure. Joints all good. Yeah, very nice. Now my only fault on this figure, and I did think it seeing some pictures online, and I think I've only really noticed this because I've been re-watching all the episodes. His suit is a bit bright compared to how it actually appears in the TV show. So just a minor thing. I still think it looks great. I've seen some people say his glasses are a bit thick, but they look alright to me. Yeah, I think he's again, I think this is a fantastic figure. So let's put him in there. So you've got your trap with the cartridge. So we got that in the previous Venkman ones. You get your cartridge that just slots in there nicely, so that's good. And let's take that back out. Now the wire, so this is a wire that you can bend to do all the different poses. Now my only worry of that wire is how well is that gonna stand up over time if you constantly bend it. I don't know. So my Venkman is in the package at the moment. I've not bent it too much. So if you are someone who has posed this quite a lot, it'd be interesting if you could comment below and just let us know if you know how well that holds up. And then you've got these parts for when you change the hands over. So I'm guessing the hands are in the bottom layer, which we'll have a look at in a second. So these are to give it the gloved look, and be honest, I tried the gloved look on Venkman, and I didn't like the gloved look on these ones. I'm just going to move this somewhere safely for the moment. Okay, so on the bottom layer, so what we got here, lots of packaging. So there's the proton pack, which we obviously had before. Lovely detailed proton pack. Very nice. And then you've got the obviously a proton stream, which clips in the end. And that was another thing I kind of half worry about. How well does the stream last over time? I mean, it feels very sturdy. The old Diamond Select figures, the streams and even the slime blower ones, did sort of bend over time. So you've got a little stand for Egon, and here's your big stand. So that's your big stand for the Boogieman. So tells me he probably doesn't stand on his own without that. PK meter. Oh wow, that actually, I don't know what the camera's going to pick that up, but that actually comes out and then, do they open up? I assume they open up. A bit fiddly. Yes, they do. That is really well engineered. I don't know how well that's going to pick up, but yeah, so they can go back in, and then that pushes down. That is a saying that, is it not going? There we go. Yeah, that goes. That is amazing detail for something so small. And then what we got here? So we got extra hands for the Boogieman, alternate Egon head. Looking a more worried Egon. So try and get the camera to actually focus a bit better. I'll get some pictures and add in, I think. And then we've got the alternate gloved hands. Like I said, I wasn't really a fan of the gloved look. And then just not going to be able to reach over there and get that out. There we go. Proton grenade. So that's a cool little accessory there. Yep. And then I really like what they do here. So you, oh, what was that ghost's name? The ghost's name's completely gone out my head. Yeah, but that's I love this feature. So that slides. It's rather stiff actually, sliding in there. But slides into the trap, and you get the look of him being captured. Oh, that's really annoying me now what that ghost's name is. But yeah, that is really stiff in there. Yeah, this comes out. Yeah, very stiff that is. But yeah, I love the extras of the ghosts being captured. They obviously got Sam Hain in the being captured in the last one. So yeah, I think they've done a brilliant job. Again, I mean the detail. I mean, look at that. I mean, the Egon figure's great, but the detail for me, these figures were more about the villains for me, because these are like the figures that we've always wanted, you know, of the Boogieman, Sam Hain, Sandman, and so on. Yeah, really, it'll be interesting to see where this line goes, because obviously we've got Janine coming with her desk, and then after that we don't really know. Obviously we've got that Sam Hain. It wouldn't surprise me if we get variants of the villains over time, because these companies do like reusing their molds. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if we get the Spectral Ghostbusters, again reusing molds, but I'd love to see more villains. I mean, I'm sure we've all got our own list of what villains. Top of my list would be like a Mrs. Rogers neighbourhood set. So you could have Mrs. Rogers, Watt, the little bird in the cage, which the name of that escapes me, and then you could even put an alternate Peter possessed head with it. I think would be great. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure we've all got our own wishes and wants for that. But yeah, absolutely incredible figure. Yeah, I can't say anything more about it really. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, keep on busting.
Want to give a big shout out to the Magic Ghostbuster. Hey Darren, very, very impressive.